Let's fucking go, man.
Stanford University, a bastion of academia and the alma
I got the
mater of
fucking
some of
nerds.
college football's most legendary figures.
I got the fucking nerds.
Luck, Sherman, and McCaffrey. And today, the Stanford Cardinal will
get
try
a
to
dude.
live up to that legacy. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here. And you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Stanford Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Horned Frogs will put total leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle. Team, and they stop him at the 21. First down for this offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Running with power. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40, 1st and 10 from the 39. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Powers through the defender. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Wants to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Got out of trouble and throws. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Stanford! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense set on first down. They go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Looking to throw on second down. Quickly complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on first and 10. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they'll try the right side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. They agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Throws for the tight end. And that pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after it. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Valley starter.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
Terrier. Dino. Go.
Quarterback checking off.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He lets one fly deep. He's got it on the right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The give to the back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
The end of the first quarter. With the score, Stanford 14, TCU 0.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Gain of 3. It's 3rd down.
Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. The Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try it on the ground. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the 1st down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And the Horned Frogs have pushed it inside the 20. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Smashes through. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The Horned Frogs looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Picked off. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Stanford. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
How about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. Still running at the 40. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Gets it out fast. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're only 1 for 3 on 4th down attempts, but they'll try it again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, TCU.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They are up by 12 over Auburn. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
3rd down coming.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The offense batting .500 on 4th down. They're 2 for 4 so far. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. He's not able to come up with it.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've been outstanding here in this 1st half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great 1st half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I think when you go...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback checking the play. Trying the left side. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Feeling some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum. He lets it fly. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. You get that turnover, and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that replay scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Defense playing a bail technique. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Bringing it back. The 40. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man's journey is stopped, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Wide out in motion. On the move. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. So after the first down run, here's second down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down, and much more really good execution by this offense.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
They'll throw it on first down. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Going for it all. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Gainesville for some time. They're up by 15 over the Pandas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Motion from the offense. He wants to pass it on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jimenez. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Quarterback will keep it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. is looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Horned Frogs are on the move. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He's got it. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Going up top on first down. Got his man on the right. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Dialing up the second down pass play. And he's thrown another interception. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go right back to the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll throw one to his right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Stanford! And the stomping has commenced. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was the one with that. Nice job.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 87-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his own 20. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38.
First and 10.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to...
He's loose. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has him set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Fiery firing to the right, complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Getting some heat. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Stanford 38, TCU 7.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Get set, get set.
Quick release on the RPO. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. 3rd down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up 4th.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
Okay, ready? Moves.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. With jet sweep pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Slips through the line. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that they're...
And the ball is intercepted. Taking it the other way. Smashes ahead. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
On the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
It's caught downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Firing to the end zone. And that ball is picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They're going to throw it to start the drive. The quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Leaves it with the running back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy. And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep